Hey, Bob Coppedge, Crotchety Old Geek, CEO Simplex-IT. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so figured it's time to get caught up. And this is actually aimed primarily at Simplex-IT clients. You're going to hear from us over the next few months, either through our technology business reviews or our quality client training events. Next one's July 18th, by the way. But one of the topics we're going to keep going back and forth on, of course, is cybersecurity. And one of the things to understand about security, cyber and actually security in general, is it's really about authentication and authorization. Authentication, who are you? And how do we know you are who you say you are? And then authorization, what are you allowed to do now that we figured out who you are? Let's stick on the authentication part because that's a big security issue these days for good reason. We'll talk about that. How do we know you are who you say you are? Usually it's a combination of things. One is something you know. You know the password. So you know the secret word to get in, open sesame, you've got your password. Yay, clever, huh? Whatever. The second is something you have. I have a key. I can get in. Other people don't have that. Other people don't have the knowledge, right? And then the third is who you are. I recognize you. I know who you are. Fingerprint, retinal scan, DNA, whatever. And usually what we've done historically from an IT standpoint is we've relied on one of those things, what you know. And the problem is that as IT becomes more and more cloud-based, meaning that we can access any of these resources through the cloud, through the internet, by just putting in your account and your password, the bad guys have figured that out. And if they trick you or me into giving up that information, then they have the same flexibility to get to your information and do bad things with it. That's why we're seeing all those phishing attacks. And it's so good. They're so good at making that stuff look legitimate now that simply saying, I know my account and password and I'll never give that up to the wrong people. If you think that, you're dumber than I am. And that's hard to do. So what we end up doing is we end up implementing what's either called two-factor or multiple factor authentication, 2FA or MFA. And what that is that first of all, you have to know your password. You have to know your account and your password. So this is still legitimate. I don't use this password, by the way. Often. Anyway, no. But in addition, we're going to add something else, usually using a mobile phone to either text or an app on the mobile phone. So if someone tries to get access to something on the cloud, they put in their account name, their email address, their password, then they use this to either receive a text or to use the application and the application that's registered. There's all sorts of other ways this can work, but what that means is that person has to have the knowledge, one, and it has to have the device, two, multiple factors of authentication. And what's happening is more and more that is the de facto line of defense for protecting against the phishing attacks and all of the compromises that are being you're seeing in the news, and you're seeing all of these emails coming to you. Now, still, you need to have the stuff backed up because the bad guys are getting through. Kevin Mitnick has gone through and demonstrated how even this isn't 100% reliable, and there's different texting versus the applications, different layers. But bottom line is this: we are reaching out to our clients who don't already have two-factor or multiple-factor authentication, and we're working with them to set that up. This video is part of the warning that we're coming to talk to you. We want you to be more secure because at the end of the day, if you're secure, our jobs are easier. Got any questions? Give me a holler. Bob at simplex-it.com. Thanks.